Welcome back to my Christmas Decorate With Me series. This is part 2, and today we're heading into the kitchen to set up a cute hot cocoa bar and really deck the halls. This year, I was inspired by gingerbread houses, so I'm using lots of red, white, and brown tones throughout the space. To bring it all together, I've added pops of green with little wreaths, and I really love how it's turned out. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I have so much more Christmas decorating to share, and I'd love for you to join me as we bring the holiday spirit to life. Now let's get started on the kitchen.
My heart is free to say that I saw you.
Okay, I'm gonna start the kitchen off with this wreath that is one of my favorite pieces to put out every year because it has such a special connection to my childhood. It's inspired by the artist Della Robbia, who was an Italian artist known for incorporating fruits and natural elements into his work. Growing up, my grandparents always had Della Robbia inspired garlands hanging around during the holidays, and they just felt so timeless and elegant to me. I had trouble finding one like that in stores, so I decided to make my own by taking a regular garland and adding little faux fruits to recreate that look. It's such a meaningful piece that ties together my memories of the past and my love for decorating now. And now we're moving over to the hot cocoa bar. Setting up the hot cocoa bar is one of my favorite parts of decorating the kitchen for Christmas. Our whole family loves hot cocoa. It's such a cozy treat, especially during this magical time of year. There's just something about gathering around with a warm mug in your hands that makes everything feel more festive and special. And even though hot cocoa is delicious, it's not just about the hot cocoa itself, but about the memories we make sharing it together.
Let our spirits sing with a touch of magic. Hearts take wing. Daddy, every dive the line. He's very loved you and the online. Delight every day and night with a jazzy, snazzy holiday style with free but every trim, sweet, not old details where the lights are dim. Shadows sway with an old-time bleed as laughter echoes soft and free.
I'm just using some glassware that I have on hand to hold some of these treats. You don't always have to buy new things when you're decorating. You can just get creative with what you already have.
Some fine. Let the piano cruise. Let the bass line guide and iron prayer while you give the end one leave to ear. Always says life likes man laden on that sender. We had day and night, the jazzy, snazzy holiday, and been so bright.
So after I put this together, I realized I didn't have enough space to put all of the marshmallows that I wanted to have near the hot cocoa bar. I wind up moving things around a little bit.
In a world of wonder, it's that Christmas time. Oh, it's a vintage delight every day and night with a jazzy, snazzy holiday sight with wreaths of holly.
So again, I'm just using this glass vase that I already had to create some lift so you can see that cute little nutcracker tin in the back.
With an old-time glee as laughter echoes soft.
And here I'm just using some white foam that was in some package that I got, and I'm using that to lift up the tree. And because it's white, it looks like it's just part of the bottom of the tree. So it actually worked really good to give that a little more height. And now that I have those behind the coffee pod holder, I have more space on top of it to add more treats. I think next year I might invest in some matching glass candy jars or display jars. Just I make a hot cocoa bar every year, so I feel like that would be a good investment, and I think it would look really nice to have everything in glass containers so you can see what's in each one. So I think I'm gonna do that next year, but for this year I'm just using what I have. Like, for example, these are little shot glasses, and I was going to fill them with the melt-away Santas that I usually use in my hot cocoa bar, but I haven't actually seen any of those little melt-away Santas this year, so I'm just adding the Hershey Kisses to make that hot cocoa extra chocolatey. Here is the hot cocoa bar all finished, and I love it. It's so fun. There's so many different yummy treats to add to your hot cocoa, and the kids got really excited when they saw it. Now I'm just putting out some of these funny, cheeky aprons that I have, just to add a little fun pop there, as well as some oven mitts. These are by Crazy Dog T-shirts. I can put a link in the description below. They have so many great products. My friends do photographs for them, and I believe that they have a coupon code. So if that's still working, I'm gonna put that in the description as well. So for this area, I wanted to add this cute little hand towel with the hot cocoa on it. And I'm not loving these signs that are just on top of here. I mean, they're not very practical because you have to take this off to fill it with water. So I ordered a sign, and it's actually going to be this. It's gonna look just like this, but it says hot cocoa, and I thought that would be so cute to have the Merry Christmas one there that lights up, and then the hot cocoa one. And I'm gonna attach it to the wall up there, but that's going to look really cute. Okay, next I'm gonna move on to the stove. Look at this beautiful sign I got from Hobby Lobby. Just fits perfectly there. And we're gonna move on to the tier tray now.
Oh, it's a vintage delight. We had day and night. The jazzy, snazzy holiday, and we've been so bright.
This year I'm going to use the tier tray to hold some of my mom's cherished teddies. She passed away a few years ago, And she absolutely loved Christmas, just like I do. She always told me that she wanted me to take her cherished teddies and watch over them and put them out every year. And it's such a meaningful way to honor her memory. Every time I look at them, I think of her, and I think of her love for this season, and it brings a little piece of her into our home. I also love the tier tray for having those little yummy treats just at your fingertips.
Oh, it's a vintage delight every day and night with a jazzy, snazzy holiday sight with wreaths of holly, evergreen trim, sweet melody dance where the lights are dim, shadows sway with an old-time glee as laughter echoes soft and free. Oh, it's a vintage delight every day and night. This jazzy, snazzy holiday caravan so bright. Stars are shining bright as silver gleams. Children's laughter stitching joyful dreams here in this moment.
So I'm gonna add some festive cookware to the counter here. I love using festive cookware this time of year. It just makes everything more fun. Whether I'm baking cookies or making a big holiday meal, having those cheerful patterns and colors really gets me into the Christmas spirit. It's such a simple way to add some extra joy to everyday tasks in the kitchen. Oh, and look at this adorable gingerbread man cutting board that I found at Walmart. I love that, and I thought it would be perfect just to have standing up, using it as a backdrop.
Every day and night with a jazzy, snazzy holiday style with wreaths of every trim, sweet melody dance.
These adorable little measuring cups I found at Walmart as well, and they just went perfectly with the theme I was feeling this year, so I was like, I have to get them. They are so cute. And I also picked up these little ceramic measuring spoons from there as well. These mugs, I have had them for, I don't even know, like 15 years or something. I've had them forever, and I have 4 of them, and they each came with their own little adorable Christmas sweater, and it's reversible. I mean, I love these. I love them. I love drinking my coffee out of these and my hot cocoa out of these with the cozy little sweater on it. I mean, how cute is that? And I can't believe how long they've lasted. I think I got them at the 99-cent store, like I said, like 15 years ago. So this is another new addition to my Christmas collection. I wanted a gingerbread house to go into my kitchen this year because I'm so inspired by gingerbread houses this year. And I found this one at Walmart, and it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm so excited to add that to my Christmas collection. Okay, now we're moving on to the other side of the counter, and I just wanted to add some fun little festive things. These little candy cane shot glasses are the cutest. I wanted to display them because they're so festive, and I thought it would be fun to use them this year for eggnog or maybe some hot cocoa. I feel like I forget to use those little candy cane shot glasses every year, so this year I'm like, you know what, I'm going to put them out to remind myself to use them before the season's over. And I love having these Christmas tins out on the counter. They're not just decorative, they're super handy for keeping things like extra marshmallows, hot cocoa packets, or even coffee pods within reach. Plus, they add that festive touch to the kitchen without taking up too much space.
We toast to joy, let our spirits fill up.
Both of my kids love the whole countdown to Christmas, so I have a bunch of these Christmas countdown calendars all around the house.
With a flap the soft as snowflakes land, we walk through this, we will not land. The air is crisp with cinnamon and chill as we sway, wrapped in the warmth of the year. The 84 man who is ways there. Oh, as west now reminisces to you.
Just adding some holiday kitchen towels. That's one of my go-to ways to spruce up the kitchen for Christmas or any holiday or any time of the year. They're quick, inexpensive, and can really transform a space with minimal effort. Something that I'm so excited to do today is I got a bunch of these little wreaths, and I'm going to hang them from the cabinets. I'm not going to do all of the cabinets because look at how many there are. I think that would be way too busy. So I'm just going to do kind of like the bigger ones, you know, do like every other. And I got some red ribbon to tie them, and it's going to be so cute. I always feel like it's always so focused just here when I'm decorating. Like it's all kind of on one line. So I wanted to bring it up a little bit more this year. And using these adorable little wreaths is gonna really add to the festiveness in the kitchen here. Look how beautiful these are. And I could not believe the price of these. It was $7.99 and then it was 50% off. So each of these was $4 and they're so beautiful. So I was so happy to get those.
With wreaths of holly, evergreen trim, sweet melody.
So basically what I did is I just measured out the ribbon. You know, I started with one to see how I liked the length. And now I'm just making sure all the ribbons are the same length so they're all matching. And then I'm trying to put two wreaths that look similar together because even though they're all the same wreath, they're kind of a little different sizes and different shapes. So I wanted the ones that are next to each other to be matching. And I just used little command hooks on the back side of the cabinet door to hold them in place. When I bought these cute little wreaths, there was only 6 of them. So initially I was thinking I would do those cabinets, and then these over the oven, and then maybe do just like a single wreath over the microwave, like a different wreath. But now I'm thinking I'm just going to do these little ones over the microwave. I think I'm gonna do that. And I realized that I probably didn't have to cut the ribbon as long for these because they're a lot shorter, but we'll work it out. I'm so happy that I decided to do these wreaths this year. They really elevate the space and make it feel more cohesive. When you're decorating, it's important not to focus on just one area like the counters. You want to consider the whole room, and the wreaths help to tie everything together and make the kitchen feel completely festive. And then I decided that I was going to add a wreath to the fridge which I've never done before, but I love it. I just put a little hook inside the fridge and it works great. And look at how beautiful that looks. To add some more height to the kitchen, I'm adding these 2 trees to the island. And then just adding some cute little touches to the Lazy Susan to add some festive fun.
Let the piano cruise. Let a bass line guide.
I always like to have a fun place setting to surprise the kids and help them get into the spirit of the season.
With a jazzy, snazzy holiday light, with wreaths of holly, evergreen trim, sweet melody dance where the lights are dim. Shadows sway with an old-time glee as laughter echoes soft and free. Oh, it's a vintage delight every day and night. This jazzy, snazzy holiday caravan so bright. Stars are shining bright as silver gleams. Children's laughter stitching joyful dreams. Here in this moment, let our spirits sing. With a touch of magic, hearts take wing.
And here is how the kitchen turned out, and I am in love. I feel so happy every time I walk into this kitchen. I feel so festive. The kids love it. Garrison loves it. It just makes us all so happy. And since the kitchen is really the heart of the home, I wanted to make sure that it reflected our love for this holiday. It's fun to see how the red, white, and brown gingerbread theme and the pops of green from the wreaths bring that warm, classic Christmas feeling, while the vibrant Della Robbia garland adds a fresh and colorful twist. One of the things I love about decorating is how it evolves every year. I'm already imagining a full Della Robbia inspired kitchen one day to really embrace those bright colors and cheerful vibes. Each piece has its own story, which makes this space so special. From the hot cocoa bar that my family loves, to the Della Robbia garland that reminds me of my grandparents, and the cherished teddies that remind me of my mother. This kitchen is a blend of nostalgia and new traditions. Decorating isn't just about making things look pretty, it's about creating a space that feels like home and reflects the things that are important to you. I love how this space came together to do just that. Thank you so much for watching part 2 of my Christmas Decorate With Me series. Don't forget to stay tuned for part 3, where I'll be decorating the living room. There's still so much Christmas magic to come, and I can't wait to share it all with you. See you in the next video. Bye.